So, hello, and welcome to another evening with Valdoran in the universe. Well, more specific in the Budullangr. Make it sound like I'm a retard when I'm saying that galaxy, but that is where we are, and I might be saying things right or wrong, I do not know. But I'm sorry if I do. I'm trying my hardest to get things right, but some of the names are either in languages I have no clue of, so it might be completely different how you actually pronounce it. But so much for that. We are at our freighter. I just need to let the first leg go away. And we have some frigate missions which is back with us and others are not. So we will take those who are back. That's the problem, sending them all late night, because if they take a little bit more than 24 hours, then we're not going to get them back to start of stream. But it is as it is, and I will have to adapt to that. I had a lot of mess yesterday, so I might be suffering a little bit still under that, but let's see. It's not everything which is where it's supposed to be. However, I will get it sorted at some point. I did the cleaning after stream, and I decided to put some things over on my Starship to sell. So I'm selling out of some of my resources. So this is a balance, this one, and that was a little bit of a surprise. And little lumber coins as well. So let's see what the surprise actually was. 700,000, that's not bad. I will put it over to be sold. So it's only one of them which has not come back. That's kind of okay. Most of them was relatively short. This was only coins. So 1.3 million. So as you can see, you get a good coinage foundation with your frigates, which I find is very, very good. There's a lot of different things there. So the good thing was yesterday I got a lot of dihydrogen, so I created a lot of fuel, and hopefully I can keep that rolling a little bit. Otherwise I will have to do as I did, do mining runs in my ship. But that has to be on planets where the secondary resource is mainly dihydrogen. You see, I got 27 of the 200 tons one. So let's just clean this up. That one I was actually thinking making to chromatic metal. So these can sit till the end. I'm starting getting this filled up as well. And I need to take some decisions. For instance, now I don't have space for anymore. So I have many of the things to actually, these should not be here, to actually manufacture them, so maybe I should just kind of get going with it instead of keep postponing it. So according to my rules, I need one pretty much free. So I have a lot of value here, but I don't really want to sell out at this point. I actually tried to clean up a little bit as well. So, but it's one of the problems being a hoarder. Oh, I got a label in this t-shirt which is scratching me. So that's one of the problems being a hoarder, is that you don't really want actually I need to see what it is that is still out. Exploration. And trade. Trade is out. Okay. So it's a trade one which is out. It's more so I can probably send one, but if there's more, there's none. So, okay. That one is long. So if I send that out first. So you might wonder why I put other into them, but it is so I can do the balanced as possible. So these need one combat, one exploration, one industrial, one trade, and one support. Bingo, then they are fine. And the same with this one. One, one, and one, and I now don't have a exploration, so what if I put that on? Yeah, that would be fine. So I have a combat. So the only thing is you need to have the one value over 100 in the one which is the main one, and if it's way over, it's all fine. So now I don't have space for number 5 because that is kind of waiting. So I could build one more, but I don't want to do that because 5 is the optimal to send out. The last one I'll send out when in the end of the stream. It won't matter too much whether it's back or not, because I will not be streaming until Sunday again. So Friday and Saturday is my days off. So we will go and pick up some of the harvest around the galaxies, which we have grown since yesterday. And that of course adds to my surplus of resources, but I kind of need to find out what I do with things. Worst case, I can of course sell it. So I kind of see these just as samples, because that's pretty much what it is. You go through the mission and do the different types, and you need to find this and that to do it. But it's still a product which comes up every 4 to 6 hours, depending which one it is, and you can harvest it multiple times during a day if you're on that long. Just want to be double checked that I actually took them all. Otherwise it would be a little bit silly. And one thing which actually annoys me here is that don't have any lightning. I normally like to put these There we go. So I actually don't like dark rooms, and probably should put one there as well. There we go. That looks a little bit better. I mean, I'm not a big aesthetics buff in any way, but sometimes I like it looks reasonable, nice. If anyone at some point can give me an indicator in chat whether my microphone sounds okay. Yesterday I was told it sounds like there was an echo on, and if anyone can tell me whether that is the case or not. So just picking up. Plants. Which is okay. Cadmium. So they're there, so why not pick them up? I know we don't want to be doing this all day, but still. There you can see another problem. Nature starts creeping in. It has a tendency to do that. That was bad weather. Probably not the last one forever, but because I have a little bit of a thought that I might do another base grinding resources, because there's something I want to test out. The thing is, I don't always know if what I'm thinking is completely possible. So the best thing I can do is actually test, try, find out. And it might not work as I expected to, but I will learn something from it. And in a game like this, learning is actually quite important. See, these boxes, they become available after a couple of days. I don't know exactly how long it takes. Let's see this one. Didn't want to do anything. The good thing is that with your bases, whatever is close by, it will grow back. So if I took all the trees and harvest them, they would eventually grow back. Don't know how long it would take, but it just would grow back. So I'm going to do like I have been doing the last couple of days. I actually go directly to the space station where I ended, and then I just put things over on the freighter to clean out my exosuit, and then we just go from there. I think that's the best way of getting around it. So I have all the plans. So it's not because I have not paid attention, but when you get something on your freighter, during the frigate missions, and you have it somewhere else, then it will automatically put it there. So as I have things here, it would put more over. So you might see that I had loose of these. Suddenly sitting in your ship. Okay, I got a check back on the microphone and I'm told there's no echo, so that is very, very good. I also have to check that I didn't have anything broken. I had some very harsh encounters yesterday, so I leave that here, so it's actually can be used if necessary. So I was quite lucky with my missions yesterday. I got a lot of storage for my ships, and I still have more, but I actually filled this out, so my fighter now is fully filled up, and I will now start filling the other ones up. That's kind of how it goes.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
So I'm checking here because I've added things which I didn't know what the pricing here was. So, and if it's in the plus side, that is of course what we would be going for. So when there's a little bit more life in my community and there's a little bit more people on from start, I will kind of let you guys decide which ship I'm actually flying around in that day. So I'm going to go down to this planet. That was actually the planet who gave me the idea what I'm going to check. Might not work out, but as I was talking with one of the viewers yesterday evening, we always need phosphorus. So my thought, if I can find an underground resource, and maybe can harvest that, then I won't have any problems with phosphorus. So first of all I need to scan everything so I can see what actually is around. Not that it matters much, but it's always nice and it gives coins. So So I didn't actually pay attention to this was a hot planet, so I should have done that before I left the ship, but hey-ho. So there is a hot spot that way, so let's see what it is. Not the smartest I just did, so it's still going that way. close. So it's copper. That is not interesting. I'm not interested in gas, to be honest, because I got 2 of the 3 gas thingies. Something came off. So I could farm copper, but I don't see the point. Copper is one of those things that well, hello there. No, copper is one of those things. You can get them in all yellow sun systems, and if you run out of copper and can't find it, then I will claim you are not doing an effort. Because honestly, scan around. Copper, 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 animal. Phosphorus, phosphorus. But copper is literally everywhere, so I would say there isn't really any excuse for not getting that. Okay, I learned something new. That when it says it's a hazardous plant, it is. I do not know why I disregarded it. So, I should really go and get some phosphorus. No, I have that one up there, but that's not interesting. Will be what we're going.
Technology recharge.
I actually hate these kind of forests because they are so hard to get through. You always get stuck one way or another. Okay, let's surprising. It told us we were in a region that normally means buildings, but I can't see any. Oh, at least there's some phosphorus. So hotspots, as I have understood it, can be of any of the resources which is listed on the planet. And what I have encountered so far that correlates with that belief. So I was thinking, hope I could find one which had phosphorus in it. And if I can, I could
Technology recharge.
farm that on a daily basis, because that would give me an amount that means I wouldn't run out. This, by the way, was quite a nice deposit. It had more in it than normal phosphorus ones. So that was worth the wandering around. So the question is, where on the planet am I? I'm up there. Okay. How far do I have to go to another one will pop up? That's a good question. This is a question I can't answer, but There's another phosphorus, so would kind of be rude not to take it. It's like the essence of mining and grinding and farming and whatever you want to call it. So it still says hotspot discovered, so I'm probably too close for it. So if I go straight south for, hold on, that's the part I don't really know. It no, it says no nearby, which is probably positive. I'm a little bit guessing, but at least it's not stuck on the one we found, so it's unfortunately an abandoned building. I hoped it was something else, but thing is, you can always hope, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. That is the essence of the game sometimes. Do I want any level cores? No, not really. So let's try to go a little bit further south. I'm still exploring as well, and whatever I find, I tend to look at. If I see something interesting, I will land That's a depot. I am not going down there. That I only do for missions. Must admit, I have so many weapons on my multi-tool now, so it's sometimes a little bit difficult to actually find out what I'm using and what I'm not using. I'm a little bit curious what this was, but it's just some plans. Okay.
Units received. Units received.
You see, there's a lot of copper around, so
Units received. Protection falling. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
that's the problem when you don't really think about your moving around in a kind of hostile environment. It doesn't look like it, but it is 70 degrees hot. So straight for 100. Should be around here. Ish. Look like I came too far. Well, someone left free stuff on the ground. I am actually going to pick it up. There's another thing I have to do. So,
Technology recharge.
I have to do these refining as we go, because then I don't have to So what is it we have here? More copper. Ugh. Okay. So I need to be roughly an hour away from this spot. Then we can try again. So I'm going to try one more time. If that doesn't succeed, then we can find something else. I'm not going to farm copper, that's I would feel copper would be a little bit of a defeat to farm like that. You might disagree with me, and that's absolutely fine. If you want to do a copper farm, feel free. I am not even going to judge it. You do what you think is right for you. And I'll do the same what I think is right for me. So and then someone would tell us both we're wrong. So
Warning.
bloody pirates.
Hostile ships deleted.
That is annoying. They come when you are at somewhere. They kind of annoy me, but it was added not long ago, and I mean, yeah, it gives a little bit more random encounters that suddenly you are in the line of fire. Where the hell is the entrance to this? Oh, there's someone standing there. Well, hello. I found out that I should not only drink coffee, I need to drink water as well. So I have to build that up in a moment. So yeah, I think I helped him cheat here. I Actually should have paid a little bit more attention to that, because I know that one is not kosher to help them. That's always the problem. I want to help them, and it's not always you should. Yep. Well, at least I get some nanites. At least there was a little bit of something. Yeah, I could farm all the carbon as well, but I'm not going to. However, I'm going to see what this observatory will reveal. So what? Okay. Well, these are normal on another planet, yeah. So I'll be far enough away now. Well, might be far enough away, but it didn't find anything. So let's take another southern stroll. I'm not going south. I'm actually going weird. Wow. That would be rude not investigate this now. We're here. Don't you think we should grab whatever comes across? Ugh. So I don't get anything out of the terminal, but I kind of have to click on it. maybe I should not
Technology recharge.
challenge fate too much. Make sure that everything is up to scratch, because otherwise I end up being silly. That is not very smart. That's my main problem, using first person. I am not very good at that part, navigating with that.
Extreme radiation detected.
Oh.
Extreme radiation detected.
So I can hear my refiner stopped, so either it is done or it ran out of fuel. Come on, don't get stuck on things. Do yourself a favor, always just look what you got in your inventory, because sometimes you end up with things which is actually contraband, and you don't really want to do that. Well, let me rephrase that. You might be absolutely fine with it, but I really don't want to have those authority chases. After me, so yeah. There's a repository. It's funny, I haven't found one of them for a very long time, and then 2 yesterday, and now 1 today. trying to find the highest value. Seems like 54 is the highest I can find. So, roughly there. So we need a base. Something like that. So far, so good. I don't remember if I actually filled anything in it. At least I have something. dead if I need it. So luckily, things for this is something I have plenty of. So, in general, I rather want to make too many than too little. I know a lot of people had problem with actually connecting things with electricity, well, rather the cabling. And I can say one thing: don't bother how it looks. Rather say try to try to get the most functional out of it as you possibly can. luckily these things are not something I lack, so I can easily make as much as I want. And to be honest, that is exactly what I'm going to do. Supply pipes works the same way as power. Question is if I have enough power. That's the thing I don't know until I kind of come back at a later moment to actually find that out. Well, I don't like to see the cables all around. So That's the good question. I think I need to have another batch of these. That makes sense. So I think the problem is I have to go up here to pick up, but it's functional, and as long as I get filter. So. So, a couple of things I wanted to take a look at. Well, I once sold it's one of those things that yeah, you don't need it a lot, but on the other hand you want it if you need it. So it's one of those that you always have the question, I would say, but again, as I said, I play out from my own kind of what I think I need, and that might not be the same way you're playing, so that's how it is. Okay, I did not see that someone had chopped boxes on top of it, but that is a little bit rude. Mostly because I'm going to dispose of the boxes as I'm taking it. There's one over there somewhere as well. This the salt planes. So, as I said, you don't use salt for a lot, but it's one of these things. It's nice to have a stack of it just in case. to normal. So now my computer's taking off. That sounds nice. Sounds worse than a spaceship going off. Shuttle, I think it is. So relatively cheap wiring looms. I just bought a lot yesterday because I found them for less than 50k. So there's even a traveler here. Well, 500,000 just for saying hello. That's not bad.
Product received. Product received. Product received. Units received.
I have a suspicious package. I did not know that. It was exactly the same I had yesterday. It might have been in this system. I did not recall that, but yeah, that happened. It is sometimes you go down a route and you unaware kind of parallel park it. And that does happen. It's not always straight that you everything you find is unique. It's not. It does sometimes kind of recycle what is in within a system, and everything is connected in the system. So that's why you might find the same things once or twice. At least what regards law and information. Sorry. So there was pirate there. That I will actually go and take because that is very useful. So the thing is, you can set out from the start of today, each day, and say, I'm going to do this and that. And then you get into playing, and then you end up doing something completely different because certain opportunities present themselves, and that's very often what actually drives you in No Man's Sky. You might have intention of, oh, I'm going to farm sentinels today, or quads or walkers, whatever you are thinking, and you might do it, but you might also end up in situations like I suddenly did, where I could build a base and I could farm something as silly as phosphorus. And the silly part with that is that it's not a rare commodity, but it's a little bit hard to get on in proper numbers. So farming it with some industrial scale is actually quite good.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
And as I say, and I repeat that over and over again because I think that's kind of important. If you at some point have any questions to the game or even comments, you might not find the way I do things as being the right way, even though I will claim there's no right, there's no wrong, there is easy and there is hard, and I do know I sometimes take the hard way around things, but I'm keen on learning as well. I have, like many of us, played this game quite a long time, but a lot of the things you learn in the game you actually have to find out yourself. And as I say, it's not always the easiest way you find. It's sometimes a very long and windy road to actually get to a result. Someone else might say, why don't you do these things? I know. And as I say, it's not about right or wrong. It's about sometimes easy and then other times because I know one of my experiences that some things it took me a very long way to get to the same end result that I found out others did in a way easier way. So helping each other is kind of my point where we can. I don't judge whatever people do. It's as you say very correctly, it's your game. That's that I am really agreeing with, and no one should say anything else. Well, I do find the community in No Man's Sky is very, very friendly, not like in some games where people can be absolutely nasty. I have not encountered any bad tones or anything, so no, I agree. That's it's getting very hot here. Where? Take the language don't when I run around looking for artifacts right now.
Warning.
Where are they? No, that's the one of the. Yeah, I seem to feel the same. And the good thing is you can play so many different play styles, and I mean, you can even start up each day and say, oh, today I would just do trading, or I will just do farming, or I'll just do exploring, or galaxy jumping, whatever you feel like, and you can just do it, and it's so brilliant. As someone said one day on stream that he liked just to log on and sit a couple of hours working on his base and his farm and make things better, and it's absolutely great. It's so free and open to what you do. And that's one of the things I like. I like the thing you don't have to do things just because you need to do them. I feel too many games has suffered where it actually starts feeling like a second job to get through all the daily grind to whatever you need to do. And I actually stopped playing those games because there's no fun in it. No, that is absolutely the nice thing with No Man's Sky. It is you can choose what part you want to take today. You can say again it's a chill and relax game. I got stressed the other day with the new Sentinels because I had not really checked out how to deal with them. So I did what I normally do, and that didn't really work out. I got very stressed, but in the end it kind of panned out. So. It's just getting the hang of the different things sometimes. So I assume you play yourself, Lazarus. What is... Yeah, but one of my viewers suggested that I used pulse splitters with them on my multi-tool, and I tried that, and that actually worked very, very well. Yeah, I came on a little bit later, but then I had a quite long break. Then I came back after there had been 6 updates or something like that, and everything was messed up, so I had to kind of start all over, but that was the same I did with this save as well, so I don't mind that. My original game was mostly galaxy jumping, just to see how far and what I could find. And chasing ships. I still do that, to be honest. I always look at what ships I can come across. Yeah, I haven't got one of them yet, but I got one of the ships, and that I was quite pleased with. Even as stock, it did quite well. So upgrading that to start filling it up with good stuff, that can't be bad. Well, I kind of got, I think it was the latest expedition there. I think the only weapon I had was the pulse splitter, and I actually learned to appreciate it there. Because it's not something I used a lot. I must admit, most of my fighting has always been rather not fight if I could avoid it. I'm very good at running away. Or use what we call mole mode on the channel. So what do you think about the latest changes that has been, I mean, pretty much since was it the Pirates update, Yeah, I've been, well, not on this save, but my earlier saves was pretty much a lot of that. Um, this one I have pretty much actually taken mostly on random what I have found, and I've been quite lucky actually. Have you then used the what is it called? The exchange with the portal addresses to try to get ships? I used that in the past, but I tried to show here how it worked, but that didn't really work out because the portal address I had chosen was really a bad place, and well, I did find a ship, but it was nothing like what it was expected to be. But I mean, there was people asking me how that worked out, and I thought, well, we can try it and see how it works. At least, so I'm always kind of keen on trying it out so people can see how it works out. Because I think sometimes it's easier to show things than explain them when I can. Yeah, it could do with an overhaul. There could be, well, so much potential in planets, and one thing which has struck me is all the kind of storylines you get presented with from the beginning. They run out, and then it's just sitting there. One big one is the abandoned buildings with Hello World. Yeah. Would it be that difficult to make some storylines to go with? Maybe bring you to find something somewhere. I don't know, but there should be possibilities. At least I don't think it should be that difficult, but
Units received.
no, that's true. And one problem there is with most oceans is that they are actually not very deep. I've seen people have tried to make proper deep sea bases and stuff like that, and they have been struggling because they couldn't get deep enough. I think it's oh, I can't remember the numbers, but there was a lot on Reddit about it, and I was actually thinking when I read it, yeah, if you really want to make something and can't get that right, then it will be a struggle. I have not done much in underwater bases, I will admit. Base building is not my big forte. farm a little bit here and there, and that's pretty much it. But at least for me, one of the reason I stopped playing for a while was I had a lot of crashes, and it started annoying me because it was always when I was out and it hadn't autosaved for quite a while, so I had to redo a lot of things, and that actually annoyed me a lot. That has gone away. That is very true. We talked about each race could have a unique space station, for instance. That could not be so difficult to make either. I mean, they have tried with the pirate-controlled ones, has changed a little bit in at least how it looks. But it could be interesting that each base station was a little bit more streamlined for the owner of this space station, for instance. This room is always just an empty room. No, that it could do with a little bit TLC in certain areas. But I don't know how much they actually read on Reddit, for instance, because I've seen sometimes people from Hello Games has commented on things, so maybe we could write something and put on, I don't know. Yeah, I mean that's one thing which is very easy, and you could bring people to kind of find some things they collected together to something special. Either something they could put in their base or on their freighter or something like that. It doesn't have to be much, but just the thing you have that kind of missions to go with when you pass the first bunch of missions. Someone also suggested to me that in some space stations have a kind of a public auction house. I'm not sure how good that would be, but it's an idea. As long as we stick with the in-game units and merchandise, then I wouldn't see a problem in it, but oh yeah, that you had to find the parts to the computer before you could install it. That's actually a real good idea. That's yeah. No, it has to be something you do in your own time and as you go around, and I think that's the best. I'm not a big lover of this. Oh, you have to do this in a week or 2 weeks, 3 weeks. How much it is now? Because for some reason things like that always come when I'm away on holiday, or I have planned something else, and then you're behind from your start, and that's not really great. So I'm always a big lover of do things. Yeah. I would say that it's fine to have stuff like that, but it's if you really want to do things which like the Nexus, where you encounter people to play together to do the quests or missions which is handed out, then you need to make them hard enough to take at least 2 or 3 people to do them. They are relatively simple to do alone, so I think that's where it fails. Bear with me a second, I can hear the TV in the other room, so my dog believes in an open door policy. She is she just needs to see what I'm doing, so she opened the door fully. Not only sticking her nose in. No. the door is open fully, and when it's cold outside, then it's getting chilly in here as well. You see, one like this, when you reach a certain point, hello world, perform diagnostic, nothing happened because I've been through it. But yeah, well, I am in UK, so I actually don't know what the temperature is here. I'm in the southern part of England, so it was real stormy yesterday here. The dog was standing looking out on the street outside our house and started barking. Kind of looked, what are you barking at? And that was people's bins were on the way down the... Okay, then it's probably around the same here. I'm 30 miles from London. .35, something like that. Or is it 30 miles from Heathrow? We had sunny in the morning, and then suddenly it all turned black and rained, and then it was sunny again after that. So it was actually quite pleasant. I was out with the dog. That was okay. See if I can find a marsh planet. Oh. There is an exotic ship. If anyone is interested, then I can put the coordinates on the screen. Maybe I should do it with the ship and not with me. And that is in... I'm not going to pronounce that, but it's in that system in Budullangr galaxy. So if you're in that galaxy, you can go at those coordinates, which was on the screen, and camp out for it. That's actually really like the one I have. I do cut these out and put on YouTube as well, so if you didn't get it, then keep an eye on the S-Class ship videos. It's normally quite short ones, but I haven't gotten around to do a lot of video editing lately because we are in the phase of moving, so most of the houses to be packed down. Well, let's do that mission before any other. That was not the correct planet. Okay.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
I should have taken the feed animal mission. There's a lot around here.
Weather warning.
Oh.
Incoming storm.
That's another thing I would wish they would do something about. These could be renewed from galaxy to galaxy, so they had different things. It's a little bit sad. You end up and know every time you visit them, they don't have anything for you. One good thing there is with these is I can always buy stuff for trading.
Received. Product received. Product received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
I'm forgetting to refine now. Oh, Jesus. I seem to be forgetting everything today.
Technology recharge. Weather update. Storm clear.
This is almost Jurassic Park. So, this was not the correct planet I thought it was, so back to space.